hot topic of the day, sponsored by Heineken. Enjoy Heineken responsibly. The Packers haven't been shy about opening up their wallet in free agency so far, including a couple of high-priced linebackers. Some believe the moves were made because the window is closing on a 35-year-old Aaron Rodgers. But their GM said, quote, wait, this is Green Bay, Wisconsin. We're in a win-now mode all the time. We're joined once again by Rob Parker. So, Rob, do you agree with that?
I do. And you know what? Green Bay is always about winning. And Aaron Rodgers, for years, has always given them a chance. They were always in the mix, Shannon, when they would talk about the odds, right, every year. And you would look at their defense, know it wasn't good enough, and they would still be up there because of that guy, A-Rod. And Skip, I know you're saying the years have passed them by.
I haven't said a word.
No, I know, but I know you will say that.
Yeah, I can just sit here and just like emanate wisdom, right? Go ahead.
Tom Brady went 9 years between winning a Super Bowl. Do you know that?
Yeah.
Yes. 05 through 14. Do you remember those years, Skip?
Then what happened?
Okay, no, but I'm just saying, Aaron Rodgers, this is 8 years he's gone without. So
we do.
The second
8
act
years without a Super Bowl?
The second act is about to happen, just like Tom Brady when he got his second act.
Okay.
All right, so
Well, wait a second. Tom had already won 3 before the
No,
drought.
but I'm just saying
and now
that-
he's won 3 since
But
the
I'm talking
drought.
about the drought that you can still win years later.
Right.
That just because you haven't won doesn't mean you can't win again. And we saw it last year, and we know the defense has been awful. Go look at those playoff games and those other opportunities that they had. If it wasn't, I don't know.
51 gave up to the Cardinals.
They gave up
37 to the Giants. Yeah, you know it, Skip.
You remember San Francisco in that playoff game when Colin Kaepernick ran all over the defense. There have been game after game after game where Aaron Rodgers has no chance because of the defense. So they need to finally, remember they got rid of Ted Thompson finally. They're starting to spend money, right, on free agents. 1 year, they had every player on their roster except for 2 were drafted by the Packers. They had almost no players from anywhere else, and I think they finally got over that because it wasn't working.
Correct.
So now they're going out, they're spending some money. Aaron Rodgers isn't done. First of all, he's not 35. In football years, Skip, he's 32.
Oh.
3 years, Shannon, he didn't play. He threw 35 passes, completed 35 passes his first 3 years. Those are years he wasn't getting hit. Nothing was happening to him.
He wasn't
He's
good
younger.
enough yet.
He's
right?
younger.
Don't do this,
No, they had the old goat still there.
Learning.
All right?
The old goat.
Yeah, they
At
had
least
the old.
he's a goat.
No,
No,
right.
not
that goat. Right. So I just think that, yes, do they have a shot with Aaron Rodgers as you move forward? Last year we saw 25 touchdowns, 2 picks.
What?
I mean, most guys would accept that and take that and go to the bank with that. I mean, it wasn't an Aaron Rodgers type year, but most guys would. So is he poised with a good defense to come back? Is that division in the NFC North available? Absolutely, it's available. Expect the Packers to win the NFC North with a healthy, rejuvenated Aaron Rodgers. I know the Bears are there.
I was going to say, have you
I know
noticed what the Bears
Yeah,
are
did you
doing?
see the Bears losing the playoff game at home last year?
Well, to Nick Foles, I did.
Well, they lost,
He's a
right? To a
magic
backup
man.
quarterback.
The Magic Man.
Yeah,
To a
man,
backup
first-
quarterback.
You know what, Skip, baby? Look, the Packers know they're only going to go as far as Rodgers take them. But they also know it's not his age that they're concerned about, Skip. They're concerned about these injuries. They're starting to happen with greater regularity.
Thank you.
As you mentioned, Rob, this was a team that did not rely on free agency. They like to develop their players, and then Rodgers will take us home. Well, he can't do it. He can't do that alone. So they go into the free agent market. They get Zadarius Smith. They get Preston Smith. They get Adrian Amos. They get Billy Turner. Oh, so now you realize
Oh,
it.
Super Bowl, here they come.
I didn't say that, Skip. But no, he talking about, we're always. No, you're not. Because when you draft players, you can tell the team, that, look, unless you Coach Belichick, and even him, he'll go into the free agent market, Skip. They might not be household names, but they feel a specific need for that team. Green Bay, for the longest time, we're not going to spend any money. We don't do the free agents, and we draft them, and we develop our players. Okay, while you waiting, because they had that Polaroid. See, while you doing this right here, everybody else had a camera phone. Their picture come out instantaneous. So they got with this new program, Skip. They started spending money in free agency, and I expect Aaron Rodgers to stay healthy. I expect Green Bay to be in the mix again.
What mix?
For the NFC North.
The barely win the division mix or what?
Look.
Finished second in the division.
No, win the division.
Look, Chicago is good.
Yeah.
Their defense, they're good. Minnesota, we're going to see what Kirk Cousins can he rebound.
Did you see what Aaron Rodgers did on one leg to that Chicago defense last year?
We already know
that
what
was
Detroit.
his one shining moment.
Well, but that was a big
No. He had another shining moment against what you call it. Remember against Minnesota?
He went 6-9-1 last year.
You remember against Minnesota and the kicker just started doinking stuff.
That was Kirk
Boing.
Cousins.
Boing.
I know.
6-9-1.
Whatever.
And
I
against the
keep
Lions.
trying to tell both of you, Aaron Rodgers has become the LeBron James of the National Football League.
wow.
You wish.
He is the drama king in Green Bay because he is a finger-pointing blame deflector a la the king, quote unquote.
He ain't been blaming nobody
The king.
lately, has he?
I don't know. He threw his whole team under the bus the other day. What was the quote about it? You know, I just didn't have enough. Well,
I was dealt.
Right. I played the hand I was dealt.
Yeah, you did.
But that's true, though, isn't it?
No.
I mean,
But can't
He
say
chose.
we
He
were
chose. He
dealt?
chose.
No, we ain't that. No, the dealer don't deal with me and you a hand. He deals
When you're
you
in
one,
a
he deal
team,
me
they
one.
do.
Green Bay is effectively saying, I'm going to give you this one, they're effectively saying that Aaron Rodgers can no longer take 10 cadavers to the Super Bowl.
Oh,
Am I right?
really?
Am I right?
Yes.
Wasn't that the LeBron quote?
Yes.
Okay. Because that was 8 years ago that he got 10 cadavers effectively to the Super Bowl.
that team was good, the one that won the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
All those playoff road wins.
Yep, they were good. They were much better on defense. I will give you that.
Okay.
So now they are trying to rebuild on the fly, retool on the fly on defense. I like Zadarius Smith. I don't know if you, but listen, do you like him to the tune of 4 years and $66 million? Because Clay Matthews is probably a goner. He's out on the market now. Maybe we'll come to the Rams, right? He's on his last legs.
But Skip, you know you got to overpay in free agency.
Okay, well, that was a big overpaying.
Especially to go to Green Bay.
And
Yeah.
listen, Preston Smith, that might even be bigger. 4 years, $52 million as an edge rusher because he never caught my eye, Preston Smith. Like, really? Preston Smith? Billy Turner's a good player, and you lost him from your Denver Broncos. But he's an offensive guard. Will he change life in Green Bay? Probably not. Adrian Amos is the new safety. Remember, they let go of Ha-Ha, who went to Washington. Now he came to replace Adrian Amos in Chicago. I think that will make Chicago's defense even a little bit better. So Chicago is getting better, too. Chicago's on the rise, and Aaron Rodgers is on the decline.
No,
You
he's
mentioned
not.
He's beat
25 touchdowns, two picks.
you know what? That is the biggest misleading, phony stat in the history of stats. Because the bigger stats are he finished 26th last year in completion percentage, and he shattered the all-time record for throwaways. So what was he doing? He was going LeBron. Extremely high IQ.
You know what?
Well, listen, LeBron knows exactly how to play the game to his benefit. He knows how to score points that might not contribute to winning the basketball game. Aaron Rodgers has realized, what's the glorifying stat of all? No interceptions. So he finishes, what was it, 25
25 and 2.
25 and 2. But he shattered the record for throwaways, which tells you that every time there was a small window, like, I'm not going to do it, I'll throw it in the third row. Like, do I want to take that risk? No.
No, he don't take unnecessary risks.
What did Tom Brady say after they lost at Detroit? He said, I've got to get more aggressive. I've got to take more chances down the field, which he did. And it can result in some interceptions. It can result also in lots more big plays.
When the Patriots took off, Tom Brady was dinking and dunking. Go look at the end of the season.
And look at the running back running the ball.
Did you see him dink and dunk against San Diego and Kansas City? I don't know.
It
Hold
was
on,
dinking and dunking.
But here's the thing that goes to Aaron. He hasn't had a top 10 scoring or total defense since that Super Bowl in 2010. And he's only had 2 such defenses in his tenure.
But last year he had a Pro Bowl receiver in Devontae Adams. He any good?
Yeah,
So he had help. He had some big help.
defense.
Okay, but I'm just saying, can your offense overcome the defense occasionally? Because they couldn't last year.
Yeah, your offense couldn't overcome that either, remember?
Who?
Your offense couldn't overcome when Coach
Who's my
Belichick.
offense? Oh.
Patriots. Remember you talking about he lost his fastball. He scored 33 points. He had 600 yards, threw for 505, but they gave up 41.
You
What's
remember
he
that?
supposed to do with that?
That was the defense.
What are you talking about?
In the Super Bowl.
I know exactly. Tom Brady scored the most points a Super Bowl loser has ever scored by far.
But it's about the
33.
Defense.
If I told you Tom Brady was going to score 33 against a top 5 Philly defense, what would you have told me? Rout, blowout.
If I'd have told you Tom Brady's going to score 13 points and throw an interception in the game, what would you have told me?
I'd say he'd make the one throw.
I know.
There we go. You knew that was
Am I
coming.
right?
I know.
Did I?
No,
Did he
you're not right.
He should have been the MVP.
No, he
No, he
should
should
not
not have.
He played so poorly the first 3 quarters.
You guys got to face the facts. Aaron Rodgers is on the downside.
No,
He's
not.
only
He needs-
32 football years.
Boy, he's going to be 36 next
No,
December.
no.
That's what this says.
Skip, the first 3 years he didn't even play.
I love how we do football years like
You
dog
know,
years.
like dog
no,
years.
It's not
You
the
know
same.
that. It's a
not the
difference.
same.
You know, you ought to be ashamed of yourself.
I'm just saying he's had 2 miserable years. I know he got hurt the year before,
Yeah.
but by his standards, his stats are screaming to you, aging.
He didn't miss any games, but he got nicked again this year, and he wasn't and he didn't move like he normally moves for the better half of the
Did you
season.
see those 2 young stud receivers he had last year, Valdez-Scantling and Equanimous? They're 6'4" and 6'5", and you can't do anything with them?
Yeah,
Really?
yeah. What about when you can't stop anybody?
Huh.
All right, Rob, thank you for being here today. It's always good to have you, but you file these 2 up.
And we're going to have a bet on this, on the Packers.
We got time.
When the
We
season
got time to
starts,
figure
before
this
the
out.
season
Speaking of football years, Le'Veon Bell sat out last season, but was that a big waste of time? We'll discuss with Sean Merriman next.